Hello gamers and welcome back to Putra Gaming Channel. In this video, we will talking about class overhaul for Succession Musa and also to see how much money that you can make as Succession Musa after class overhaul at the Darkseeker. During the grind at the Darkseeker, I basically grind for 5 hours with agris point and another 5 more hours without agris point to see the difference. Basically can show how much silver per hour increase after the class overhaul. Okay, now I want to show you the add-on that I use during the grinding at the Darkseeker, because per abyss already removed the monster AP add-on because they increase the amount of AP monster for dispatch. Every time you increase the AP bracket, the more monster damage that you get. So this is basically the new add-on PvE for Succession Musa. For Succession Musa, PvE combo still similar as my previous video, and I showcase this at this section so you guys can see how to do PvE Succession Musa combo for endgame spot. Okay, now I will show you the crystal and also the artifact and the lightstone that I use for the Darkseeker grind. Okay, we go over here. The artifact normal I use the Kabua artifact, and the lightstone I using is the open target because the open target for my opinion is the best overall lightstone for me as Succession Musa, because I can basically hit like almost 80% critical hit damage. So basically it boosts my silver per hour and also trash loot in 1 hour grinding at the Darkseeker. For the crystal, still similar as always, nothing much that changed during the crystal. Might need to update later on, but this is basically already good enough in my opinion for grinding only, for the PvE grinding. Okay, this section I want to show you the speed clearance at Darkseeker before and after the class overhaul for Succession Musa. Okay, now we go for the silver per hour, how much money that you can make as Succession Musa after the class overhaul. Okay, now we at gamma.com website, one of the best website to track how much silver per hour that you can make in the Black Desert Online. So we go to the section for the Darkseeker retreat. Okay, this is basically the Darkseeker retreat that I do for my grind test as Succession Musa. I do around like 5 hours of testing at Darkseeker retreat. So the silver per hour that you can get is almost 3 billion, but you average like 2.1 to 2.2 billion silver per hour at the Darkseeker. And you can see why I not take this one, because this one is testing for the low AP bracket, that is 330 AP for the Succession Musa, because this AP is not high enough to grind at the Darkseeker. That's why I not take this one, because if you low AP, do not grind at the end game spot if you not meet the requirement of the AP monster to grind at the end game, because you basically griffin even though you can use agris, but the trash loot is super low, only 20k trash loot. Compare if you already like using all, if you already like super end game, right, you basically can grind at the Darkseeker quite easy. If you using end game, if you end game player, you average around 32k trash loot until 34k trash loot in 1 hour. That is basically the normal average silver per hour for Sub Musa with agris, and I show you how much money that you can make for per hour is 2.2 billion silver in 5 hours, and also total is 11 billion silver, and the average is 34. You put over here is 34, right? But you average around 32 to 34k trash loot So it's like the money is good. I would say the money is good. Basically for me, it's like extra 400 million more after the class overhaul. Alright. Okay, now we go for the non-aggress per hour when in the Darkseeker grind. As you guys can see over here, basically with the aggress, you basically average around 19 to 20, I would say 19 to 20k trash loot per hour at the Darkseeker without any aggress use, just level 2 loot scroll. And the silver, the total silver that you can get in like 5 hours is like basically 7 billion, and also like 1.4 billion silver per hour. That is also quite good. And the trash loot is 20k trash loot, but you average around 90 to 20 without aggress. And this is also good money if you just grinding here. Even without aggress, you still making a lot of silver per hour using Succession Musa after the class overhaul. I'd like to thank you for everyone that watched until the end for the video about class overhaul for Succession Musa. And also do not forget to like, subscribe, and also comment the video if you find that Succession Musa is quite good or not for class overhaul. And also see you on the next video, guys.